Is the shoulder feeling stronger after a week?
Yeah, I mean, it feels better, but it's still painful. I think it takes a while for it to go away. I think people who've had AC sprains before, it just kind of takes a while, works itself out.
So you were kind of under the impression that you'd be dealing with it for a while if you
Yeah,
continue to play on.
yeah.
How much does it affect the way you can play?
That's okay. I can play. I mean, obviously the Portland game, when I did it, there's no way. I shouldn't have kept playing really. But the fact that I was out for such a significant amount of time with the hamstring, I stayed out there and tried to play through it. But after that, it has gotten easier to play with.
How do you feel like the adjustment to the team and to the league, readjustment to the league, is going for you?
It's been stop-start, really. I came back, then I went away with the national team, missed a few games there. Then came back, got an injury, missed games there. Then I came back, got hurt, and playing through injury now. So it's been stop-start, but the team is qualified for playoffs, which is always the goal. Without doing that, you can't try to get to the MLS Cup. And we just try to play the best we can, go as far as we can into the playoffs, and try to make a cup run.
Does it feel like it's starting to click in terms of knowing what your teammates are doing, teammates knowing what you're going to do, that kind of stuff?
I think it's difficult when you've had so many different people interchanging because of injury, because of international, because of this, because of that. You haven't really had a set team that you're able to work with week in and week out. So I think that's difficult for not only the players but for the management.
Have you been allowed to kind of settle in, get the family kind of settled in, kind of some off the field stuff?
Yeah, off the field stuff I'm completely settled. Got all my stuff from Europe over now, and as far as kids in school, everything off the field is great. Just be nice to be 100% or close to 100% playing in games.
When you came to this club, obviously you couldn't anticipate any of the injuries, but you could kind of anticipate them being called up to the national team. How'd you prepare yourself for a stop-start kind of season here?
I mean, it's just kind of the way it goes. All you can do is stay as fit as possible, and wherever you're going, try to do the business and play well, whether that's with your club or for your country. That's never changed. The only difference in playing in Europe is they have something called a FIFA international break that MLS doesn't comply with. So you don't miss games overseas, because it would be more difficult for, I think, players who are playing overseas to miss games, because when you try to go back into the team, the team gets on a good run of winning games and you're not put back in. So I think it's more difficult playing in Europe if you had to deal with the situations that people have to deal with in the MLS. But at the same time, everybody who plays in MLS and also plays for the country, this is what they deal with.
Fair to say this is a kind of challenge you've never had to deal with in your career?
No, I used to do that when I was back with the rest, when I was playing for a club and country.
So you say this is, but in terms of combining the injuries, combining the new team, all that kind of stuff?
I dealt with that when I was with the rest.
Okay.
I broke my jaw and
stuff
like that. Hurt my ankles and stuff.
What do you think is, when a team is struggling, what's just most important for a team mentality-wise? And you've
Just keep fighting, man. It's frustrating. Everybody goes through it. It's not going to always be easy. We got to get it together. If it takes us playing some bad games to get it right, well, hopefully that's the case. That's the only way that you can try to look at it, to spin it, to make it a positive, because we haven't been good enough in our last 3 to 4 games, and we have to make sure that we try to get it right for Sunday, because you want to make sure you get a good result, so you're not having to play an extra game in playoffs because you're a low seed.
In talking to us this week, Ziggy's kind of been weighing that with, against the advantage maybe of taking a healthier team actually into the playoffs. Do you feel that you could be better off next week going into the playoffs if you had Sunday off?
I don't think so. I don't think you can look at things like that. I think you got to go out there and play, and it's important to get a rhythm, have a consistency in your team, and we have good enough physios that if you play a game that you can you rehab properly, that you can be ready for the next one. But the most important thing is for the people who are playing to have a good understanding of each other and know kind of the way we play and who is that personnel that's going to be pretty much consistent. Yeah, you do make changes throughout the season. Yeah, people do get injured. Yeah, you make subs and stuff like that. But you need to have an idea, I think, kind of what your best 11 is and how you move forward with that. I mean, everybody plays their part, but it's important to have consistency.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Brad Evans from Sounders FC, and boy do I love my match pass.
I love saving my match pass points. I'm a saver, a big saver. But did you know you can get discounted beers and food at Central Link from the time gates open until 30 minutes before kick?
Trust me, one of the best places to watch a match is in the broadcast booth with myself and Casey Keller.
You know you're already watching us on the road, so why not earn some points for it?
And I want you to reward yourself for living a Sounders FC lifestyle. Visit matchpass.soundersfc.com for more information.